what I hear you saying is we need to just pour more into them, more affirmation, more encouragement, more love, more of everything else, so that when the discipline comes, when the correction comes and the training comes, they're more receptive. My oldest just turned 16 the day after Christmas. She's my Christmas miracle baby.
Mm.
And I'm like, I can't believe she's 16 already. It goes by so fast. And people tell you as
That's
soon as they're
right.
born, enjoy them while they're
Yeah.
young because it goes by so quickly.
Hard to
And
believe then.
boy, does it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy to me. It's almost scary. It's amazing. But I love the relationship that I have with her and not because I'm a perfect mom, but by God's grace, He
Mm.
has given me a really good relationship with her. And so she'll talk to me
Special.
about
Yeah.
anything and everything. And just the other day, she actually said, I don't know, we were talking about something. And of course, it was 11 o'clock at night. And she said, Mom, I'm really glad we have such a good relationship with each
Mhm.
other and that I can talk to you.
Great.
And I was like, oh, my heart, like that's what I want. I want her to
So
be
good.
able to share with me the things that are on
Right.
her heart. So
You know, that is such a critical point, and we talked about it a little bit last time. And that is if you're not preparing all along the
mhm,
foundation for a relationship,
yeah,
then you're not going to be in a good position when they're ready to really move out of discipline and
right.
really move in to discipleship. And so a lot of times, and to be real honest, I feel like I missed an important window with my oldest daughter.
Mm,
Um, and it was just do this, do this, do this. And of course, you're oldest of 9 and you have a full house. And it's like, you can see. And so there was a really critical 11, 12, 13-year-old time that as I look back, I think, man, I just wish I spent more time just listening, just asking questions and having her heart open to me, you know? And so, the old capture their heart, do you have
yeah,
their heart? That question is really important. So a lot of times I tell dads now, and they're like, "Oh, well, my daughter's 9 or 10." I'm like, "The time is now."
yeah,
To develop that relationship and to be in their life in that way like you have there.
yeah.
That's the goal.
So answer this question then. If a parent is at that point where their kids are older and they've maybe kind of missed that window
Sure.
to establish that relationship, how do you get it back?
Well, of course, the first thing is just to confess that you didn't do what you wanted to do or what you should do, and you sit down and go, I'm I really wish I had spent more time listening to you and talking. Just tell them,
Yeah.
that's where you have to start, right? And ask for their forgiveness and say, and then and it's almost like you have to ask, can we try again?
Yeah.
Would you be willing? I have a 15-year-old son now, and um, it's a rough transition through
Mm,
this time, and I keep making it clear to him that if we're going to have a discipleship relationship, that is his choice.
mhm.
He has to choose that. And so when you affirm that your older children are adults, that they have to make choices, and you say, I would like to have this relationship with you, will you?
Yeah.
And
Wow.
they realize they're empowered and they go, wow, I'm not making you, I'm not telling you, I can't make you.
Right.
Will you engage me? Will you try to have a conversation with me? And then, of course, you just have to try. You have to spend time and you have to listen and you have to affirm, and you can't correct every single thing they say because that will be like every single thing they say.
Yeah. Right.
You have to pick certain things, and invest and try to make the time for that.
Yeah. I know you're friends with Israel, Wayne, and one of the things that I've heard him talk about so many times is how we need to make more deposits into our kids than
Mm,
withdrawals.
yeah.
And that's what I hear you saying is we need to
Mhm.
just pour more into them, more affirmation, more encouragement, more love, more of everything else so that when the discipline comes, when the correction comes and the training comes, they're more receptive to it
Mhm.
and willing, but you're building that relationship by depositing that encouragement and affirmation into their hearts first.
Yep.
Because otherwise, then they just put up a wall and they think everything that you're saying and doing is going, even if it's not, they just
Mhm.
assume everything is negative, right?
Yep. Right.
And that's hard. And every kid is different, of course. I mean, you've got 9. I'm sure they're not all the same. They don't
Right.
all have the same personalities. And
And
so it's hard to navigate.
some of them are just like you said, where they need a lot of affirmation. And I have to admit, that's not one of my greatest strengths.
Mhm.
Um, but that is one of the most important parts of this process is encouragement and affirmation. And I
Yeah.
put that in my here are the tips because I need to hear that. But some of the kids, like you said, are so, Dad, everything I do is wrong. I'm never gonna, it's just like, okay, just calm down. It's fine, you know, and you encourage and you affirm. And so that's a great, great point.
Yeah. Yeah. We have to choose our battles with them for sure.